Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, we will add a house model on top of a house image. Okay. So by the end of this video, we will have this house model, and below the house model, we will have this ground game object. Okay. Which has the grass texture attached to it. So let's start with the house image target customization. So for adding the house model on top of the house image, we first need to add a new image target. Okay. So to add a new image target, I'll open the Vuforia folder. Next, I'll open the prefabs folder, and after this, I'll drag a new image target. I'll make it a child of the AR camera. Okay. So this is something which we have done previously. I'll rename this image target as house image target. After this, with the house image target selected, next I'll change the database to AR book database, and after this I'll change the image target from sun to house. Okay. So as you can see, the house and the sun image target are exactly at the same position of 0, 0, 0. So that's why we are not able to see the house image target properly. So I'll select the house image target and then I'll drag it to the right of the sun image target. Okay. So as you can see, this is the house image target which we have right now. Next, I'll add one house model on top of this image target. So for adding the house model, I'll click on the asset store, and from the asset store, I'll be downloading one house asset. Okay. If the asset store tab is not available over here, then you can click on Windows, and after this, you can click on the asset store option from here. In the search field, I'll type low poly city. Okay. After this, I'll click on free only, as the asset which I'm looking for is free. I'll scroll down, and the asset which I'm looking for is called as stylized simple cartoon city asset. So I'll open this asset. Okay. So next I'll import this asset inside my project. So to import this asset, I'll click on the import button. Now guys, if you're using this asset for the first time, then you should see a download button over here. But since I have downloaded this asset before, so that's why I'm getting an import button. Okay. So I'll click on the import button to import this asset. After this, I'll again click on the import button. Now guys, the main reason why I'm downloading this asset is because this asset contains a lot of models using which you can design your own city, as well as you can also design your own forest using this stylized simple cartoon city asset. So guys, the stylized simple cartoon city asset is imported inside a project. So next I'll click on the asset folder. After this, as you can see, we now have a new folder. Okay. And inside this folder, we have all the assets of the stylized simple cartoon city. Okay. So I'll open the scenes folder. After this, since we want to add a house asset, I'll click on the stylized city folder. Next, I'll open the prefabs folder, and inside the prefabs folder, as you can see, we have a lot of folders containing different models. So if I open the aircraft folder, then as you can see, we have these aircraft prefabs. Okay. Inside the car folder, we have the car prefabs. Okay. But the prefab which I'm interested in right now is the house prefab. So as you can see, we have a total of 7 houses and 1 shop. So these are all the houses, and this is one shop which we have. If I maximize this and if I move it around, you can see this is one house model which you have. This is another house model. Okay. So I'll bring this down. And guys, out of the 7 house models which we have, I'll use the house 6 model and I'll drag it inside my scene. Okay. So I guess the size of the house is way too big, so we need to reduce it. So I'll select the 3D scale tool. After this, I'll select the gray cube and I'll reduce the size of the house. Okay, I'll double click on the house and I'll bring it exactly on top of the house image target. Okay, after this, I'll select the rotation tool. I'll select the green sphere and I'll rotate the house. And instead of 9, I'll change this to 0 so that we are able to see the house perfectly. I'll bring the house a little bit in the center of the house image target. So guys, after adding the house game object, I'll add a small ground game object exactly below this house game object. So to create the ground game object, I'll right click in the hierarchy. I'll go in 3D objects. I'll select the cube game object. After this, I'll select the 3D scale tool and I'll increase the scale of X and I'll also increase the scale of Z. I'll reduce the scale of Y a little bit. Okay. Next, I'll click on the position tool and I'll bring this down over here. I'll click on the 3D scale tool and I'll reduce the size of the ground along the X, Y and Z axis. Okay, I'll just shrink the size of this a little bit more and I'll bring this in front. I'll rename this cube game object as ground and next I'll make the ground game object a child of the house 6 game object, and after this I'll make the house 6 game object a child of the house image target. So guys, after adding the ground game object, next let's change the texture of the ground game object. So instead of having this boring white texture, I'll give a texture of grass to this ground. So to add a grass texture to the ground game object, I'll again click on the asset option. I'll click on import package and this time the package which I'll import is called environments. So I'll select the environment package and it is inside the environment package we have a grass texture. So I'll click on import. So guys, the environment asset is imported inside a project. Next I'll open the assets folder. After this I'll open the standard assets folder and inside the standard assets folder we now have a new folder called as environment. So I'll open it. After this, I'll open the terrain assets folder. Next, I'll open the surface texture folder and inside this folder, we have this grass texture. Okay, so I'll drag this grass texture on top of the ground game object. Okay, so as you can see, the texture of a ground game object has changed to that of a grass. Okay, now after changing the texture of the ground game object, next I'll select the ground game object. After this, I'll open the grass texture. So I'll click on the triangle to open the grass texture and next I'll increase the tiling of this grass texture because if you look very carefully, the grass texture looks a bit stretched. Okay, so I'll increase the tiling of X and Y for this grass texture. So first I'll increase the tiling of X. I'll leave it to 5 and similarly I'll increase the tiling of Y also to 5. Okay, so now as you can see, we have a house game object and the house game object is standing on top of this grass texture. So after this, I'll click on the play button and let's check the output. So I'll flip the page to the house image. The house game object has been projected on top of the house image target, but since the scale of this house image target is a little too big, so that's why I'm not able to see the entire house in front of my webcam. So the next thing that I'll do is I'll select the house 6 game object and I'll reduce the size of it a little bit. Okay, I'll bring it a little down and I'll just make sure that it is above 0. Okay, so after this I'll click on the play button. So guys, now as you can see, we are able to see the house game object. Okay, but the house is pointing in the opposite direction. So the next thing that I'll do is, okay, instead of rotating the house by 180 degree, I'll rotate the house image target. So I'll select the house 6 game object first, okay, and I'll make it invisible for some time. And if you look very carefully, the house image target is pointing in the opposite direction. So I'll select the house image target and I'll change the Y value to 180. Okay, so with the house image target rotated by 180, we should now see the house game object pointing in the front direction. Okay, so this time if I click on the play button, okay, so as you can see, when I rotated the house image target by 180, the house game object is also rotated by 180. Okay, so next what I'll do is I will again rotate the house 6 game object by 180 so that the house image target and the house game object are both looking in the front direction. Okay, so I'll change this to 180. So now as you can see, the house image target, okay, so as I was saying, the house image target is also looking in the front direction and the house 6 game object is also looking in the front direction. Okay, So I'll click on the play button. And now, as you can see, we are now able to see the house game object properly. Okay. So guys, that's it from this video, and I'll see you in the next video.